indigenous people in this country. And how do they want to do it? Well, they cut our health care and our food to give $75 billion to an anonymous masked armed paramilitary that roam our street, brutalize our citizens, and murder them in broad daylight. We will need real accountability. We will need real repair. That starts here at the legislature. Yes, it will need to happen in Congress, but it needs to end first. Not end just in Minnesota, but end forever. This can never, ever, ever happen in any other state. And to the Minnesotans, Minnesotans are brave. Minnesotans are showing up, giving rides, donating food, helping with rent assistance, being medics, blowing whistles. Minnesotans are the ones that are showing America what real patriotism and really what we the people looks like. And I want to end with some beautiful words written by Adam Steuer, who was here in Minnesota doing a story when Alex Preddy was executed. Every social theory undergirding Trumpism has been broken on the steel of Minnesota resolve. The secret fear of the morally depraved is that virtue is actually common and that they're the ones who are alone. They are. In Minnesota, all of the ideological cornerstones of MAGA have been proven false all at once. Minnesotans have shown that their community is socially cohesive because of its diversity, not in spite of it. We love one another in a world atomized by social media. We have persevered everything worthwhile about Western civilization while armed brutes try to tear it down by force. No matter how many more armed men Trump may send to impose his will on the people of Minnesota, all he can do is accentuate our valor. Minnesotans are brave. Minnesotans are showing up. Minnesotans are showing America and the world what patriotism really looks like. It will end here. We will end it here. Then we will repair. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you. Over the course of the 6 months that this committee has existed, I have described my role as the chair as a conductor of a train on a tour through hell. Every 2 weeks, we dive into a new horrible thing that the federal government is doing to Minnesota. And over the last 2 months, it's felt like a waking nightmare here in our own communities as we watch something I didn't even think was possible happen in our country, in our state, right in near our own homes. And I'm furious. As a lawmaker, these days, we have a federal government that doesn't believe in the rule of law, doesn't follow the rule of law. So it feels kind of crazy to think we're gonna go into session in 19 days and say, we're gonna pass a new law that's gonna keep this in check. We're gonna protect our citizens and our residents by passing a new law. But we have an administration that's not following the current laws. And every time I think about that, I feel helpless. I feel frustrated. I feel like the power that we do have as lawmakers is useless. But then I see something that changes my mind. And I see all of you, those of you who told your stories today, those of you who've been texting us and telling us you need help and explaining how you're helping. I see parents at the bus stops in my community making sure kids can go to school safely. I hear whistles as ICE moves through our neighborhoods to warn folks to stay safe. I watch and rewatch videos of Renee and Alex and observers and protectors all across our state standing up for their neighbors at great risk to themselves. Minnesotans are practicing their constitutional rights, their ability to exist and go about their daily lives. And these days, their daily lives means showing up to protect their neighbors. It's been the entire purpose of this community. How do we as a legislature show up to understand the hostile actions of the federal government that, in Donald Trump's own words, are retribution to this state? And then how do we protect our state and our residents? This hearing was focused on the stories of Minnesota during a surge of enforcement with 3,000 agents as the Trump administration is now sending in new leadership on the ground. There's talk of lowering the temperature, but let me be clear. For the government to violate the Bill of Rights is not acceptable, not with a force of 3,000 agents, not 300 agents, not 30. One lawless agent is too many. It cannot happen here in Minnesota, and it is not acceptable in any other state. We share our stories from our own communities for yours across this country. We will not cooperate and comply with detaining citizens. We will not comply with detaining children, dragging pregnant women through the snow, or forcing Hmong elders into the street in sub-zero temperatures in their underwear. If you want cooperation, start following the damn law. We started this hearing paying tribute to 3 Minnesotans who lost their lives during this invasion. 2 of them, Alex Preddy and Renee Macklin-Good, were killed observing and reacting to what is happening in their community. Victor Manuel Diaz was arrested and died in a prison camp for the crime of working to support his family. It is in their memory that we bear witness today and continue the work of caring for each other. We are adjourned.